Hi, my name is Isabel, and I have my friend Melissa. She's going to interview me and ask me some questions. I planned this interview out as if she's interviewing me for the job that I currently have. I work for Northwest Wine Accounting, a CPA firm. So yeah, we're gonna start.
Okay. Tell me about your professional background.
So professionally, I went to school to be a pastry chef straight out of high school. And then I started working in the industry. After a couple of years of working in some high-end restaurants, I moved to Portland, Oregon. And I first started out in Los Angeles. Then I moved to Portland. And here is where I became a manager for the first time. I really enjoyed it. I liked being the leader of a team, and I like being there for my team. I also like being a very supportive manager, and I'm thankful for my pastry career because it taught me that. And now I've switched gears a lot into the field of accounting. I actually started doing some accounting for the last management position that I had for the restaurant I worked at, and I just really loved it. I liked the flow of my day, and I liked the new challenge of it, and I just really loved the problem solving side of it. So I decided to go back to school for a bachelor's degree in accounting, and yeah, I'm here now. So
Thank you. Why do you want to work for Northwest Wine Accounting?
I would love to work for Northwest Wine Accounting because I feel like now I have some experience in bookkeeping. I own a company with my business partner. It's called Trail Toddy, and I've had to do all of the bookkeeping for it, and I've learned QuickBooks online through that. So I know that Northwest Wine Accounting uses QuickBooks as well. And you guys are a remote firm, which is perfect for me. That's what I'm looking for. I'm a very independent worker, and I problem solve well on my own. But I also love that Northwest Wine Accounting has a team of people, and it's a small team, which is also my preferred work environment, because I like to feel the support of a team, but if it's too many people, I feel like I can easily get lost in the crowd and it's more difficult for me to connect with people in a larger crowd. And lastly, I love that Northwest Wine Accounting works with small businesses because I have the experience of being a small business and working with small business owners, and it's something that I am also passionate about.
Awesome. Tell us about a challenge you faced at work and how you handled it.
So I faced quite a few challenges working in the restaurant industry just because there are so many different types of people, and you have to learn about each person's personality and how they work, how to successfully build a good relationship with them. And every work environment is very different. But something that stands out is my last job. I worked at this restaurant called Vsauce, and I was the pastry chef. I was the pastry manager. And when I came in, there was a man there that worked. I could right away feel that he was there was a lot of hostility coming from him, and I was confused by it. It seemed like he was very reluctant to change and all the changes that I was implementing, which is difficult because I'm hired to change the department and to make things better. So I spoke with my hiring manager, and I was like, hey, I don't know where this is coming from, but this is happening, and I'm not sure what to do about it. My hiring manager let me know that it's probably because this man was actually the pastry chef before me. So he got demoted. I had no idea. And I feel like that's where some bitterness was coming from, which I completely understand. That's something that's really difficult to go through. And the way that I solved it is that I opened up communication between him and I. I told myself, okay, this man can be so helpful to me. He's worked here way longer than me. He knows the restaurant backwards and forwards, and he can be a real asset to me if I can just find a way to work with him. So yeah, I just brought him in, I made him feel like his opinion mattered and like we could work together to make things better. And it was really cool to see him just completely switch his perspective once I started to do that. So I feel like making him feel like he was an important part of my journey was the key to that, and communication.
What is your greatest personal achievement?
Oh, that is a tough question to answer because I feel like as humans we have a hard time sitting down and realizing that there are so many things that we should be proud of because we're always just going a million miles an hour. But my greatest personal achievement would probably be buying my home all on my own and being able to save up for the down payment on my own. Ever since I was a teenager, when I got my first job, I've just always been a saver and I've always been really responsible with my money. So it was a cool feeling, to have that available to me once I decided to buy a home. Yeah.
Why are you leaving your current job?
That one's easy. So I'm leaving my current job because I'm pursuing a different career. I'm leaving BSAWS to hopefully work for a bookkeeping or accounting company. I am going to school, but I understand the importance of supplementing your education with real life experience and workforce experience. I don't want to graduate and have no idea what it's like to work as an accountant or work for a CPA. I want to learn, and I'm very motivated to at the moment.
Why should we hire you for this bookkeeping position?
The reason why you should hire me for this bookkeeping position is because I want to work remote, and I'm familiar with working remote. I'm familiar with using QuickBooks Online software as well as Google Calendar. I know that Northwest Wine Accounting uses Google Calendar to organize their day and to time block. And I also have experience with the client-facing side of things. With my company Trail Toddy, I built that company from the ground up, and I reached out to vendors as well as customers to make sales. So I just became quite comfortable talking to strangers and making a friend out of them and introducing my company to them. I actually really love the fact that I would have the opportunity to continue to work with small businesses if I worked at Northwest Wine Accounting. And I feel like it's in my personality, because I know that you guys are hiring for a bookkeeping position and that you guys have 2 senior accountants, and it's very much in my personality to be more of a supporting role. I find that I'm very fulfilled in my day when I feel like I made a difference in someone else's day and made their day easier and more organized. And yeah, I just like making my coworkers feel like they're supported. And I know I'm very new to the industry, but I'm also very eager to learn, and I feel like I'm very malleable at this point. So I would be learning the way that you guys would like things to be done without questioning it, and just feeling grateful and confident in performing my job in that way.
Thank you.
Thanks.
That wasn't bad.
Oh, that's it?
That's it.
It has to be at least 15 minutes long.